Say hi, everybody. Say hi. Hi. Okay, welcome everybody. It is a Tuesday. We're gonna have no editing, and we're just gonna have a little chit chat. But I don't have the fire on because today is where's the Xbox controller? Oh, it's right here. One moment. It is a Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's a Tuesday. Hold on, I gotta pause. I have been enjoying, it's funny, Cageless Birds. It's spontaneous worship during COVID crisis. Jonathan and Melissa Helser and Cageless Birds and Amanda Cook, and it's so good. And Beatrix, you saw her. She's having a growl. And I had two things, hold on. Okay. I had two things for you today. Smell that, BB? Oh, I just feel like it's so prophetic. Like the rain has gone, the storm has broken. You guys, we have had the most beautiful, long, soft, steady rain. I want to say it was a solid 5 days, and then it stopped for one afternoon, which all of us, like cockroaches, just left our dwelling units and we're out in the street. It was so nice and sunny. And, the dog loved it. I loved it. And then literally while we were out that afternoon, walking, stretching our legs, breathing fresh air, non-dwelling unit fresh air, raise your hand or let me know in the comments if you have actual, like an air recirculation unit in your house. I'm just making mental notes for the new house. I'm like, I need some kind of air purifier for the house, like if this ever happened twice. And then also the permanent reverse osmosis unit for the water system. Okay, so I was coming on today on this Tuesday because I am getting some text messages from my chiropractor, and like the business is sending out, oh, we're here and you have to wear a mask and you can come in. And I'm like, that's not really helping me. What would help me right now that I'm not able to, well, I could drive across town and go see the chiropractor and wear the mask and get an adjustment. But long story short, I have a monthly plan, like a gym membership. And I put it on freeze when all of this happened because you're not supposed to go anywhere. So the minute I unfreeze it, they're going to snapshot money out of the account, and I have yet to reestablish full-time streams. So I got some little itty bitty streams, but I need like the river. So, which brings me to the river that we're going to talk about this and about this in a moment. But last week I did have to zip over to Glendale because my local church, like the home church, is in Texas, but I do go to a local church here. Just, you got to serve somewhere. And they were doing 24 hours of worship. And it was so much fun to go and volunteer 6 feet apart from each other. Just my good gal pal's son played keys and I sang, and we just did an hour of worship, and it was so much fun. There was 24 hours, so 24 different people got together and just did a little song and sound, and it was so good. And so I'm telling a long story to say, because it's so beautiful outside. Oh, like, let the music chime in your ear. On a clear day, you can see forever. I double dog dare you to name what that's from. Tell me in the comments if you know, on a clear day, you can see forever. Wink. Okay, my long point is it's so beautiful outside right now. We are going to go and have ourselves a little walk around the block, twice maybe. But when we drove to Glendale a week ago, the Los Angeles River, which normally is just barely like spit, it was up to the side of the canal. It was so full. I'm getting reports from friends in Israel that the Dead Sea has actually come up, that it was just really good news. Like, the rain is so needed here because you know what comes next. Like earthquake and fire season. And so this rain is so good. And it was nice to see the river full. And I'd say all of that to say that when the chiropractor was sending out the mask text, like, wear a mask, come in and see us. I'm like, hell no. So, I don't know about you, but I feel like I have so much tension. Like, literally, have you seen that meme where it shows red, like this little area is red if you have tension, and this little area is red if you have something. And then the joke is it's a quadrant like that, and each little square says, this is if you have a regular headache, this is if you have a tension headache, this is if you have a stress headache, and then the bottom quadrant is like the joke. And a good friend is Latina, and she is a sassy firecracker, powerful woman. And her husband shared the meme because the bottom corner was if you're married to a Latina. And then the whole face was red except for the part of the nose. And she's just a powerful woman. That's all there is to it. And it was a fun joke. And I bunny trailed on that. But the point of this video was that though I'm not going to the chiropractor until maybe like I would say probably 2 weeks. I hope not. I hope like next week we are for sure released, bing, free to move about the country, free to move about town. But in the meantime, here's what I wanted to do. 2 things, this is Tuesdays, 2 helpful tips for you from me because they're helping me. So yes, I have all of the stress and tension, headache all throughout the skull and in my jaw and in my neck, and these muscles in the front are like, you could snap a rubber band. Like these things like bounce up. This muscle right here, the clavicle muscle, is so tight. Everything along the neck. So if you have that too, and you're not going to go see your chiropractor either, and like even if I wanted to do like a one-time cash payment, like just go see, and they're like, well, we can't do that. I'm like, okay, well then I'll keep my money. So here's the thing to do. Wherever you're sitting and standing, doesn't matter. I don't think it works laying down, but use this hand to pull the shoulder down, like just pull it down. That's my breakfast. I didn't throw up. I spilled creamer. Oh, let it go. And now take the other hand and like just above the ear. So like there's the ear, like just above. Pull it to the side. You can see all of this, like it's all raised up. And I don't want to be, and now we're going to hold it. Like, so pull both ones. Go 1, 2, 3, pull. And you could be mindful of your breath and like inhale, exhale. And like try to hold it for like 10 counts. If you really want to add to the stretch, use your eyeballs and look up. Because actually it's working this muscle here. And now kind of shake it out. And then we're going to do the other side. So same, we're going to grab your noggin just above your ear. Use this hand. The right hand is pulling the right shoulder. The left hand is pulling the head. Let's inhale together. Exhale, count to 10. For more stretch, look up with your eyeballs. Don't hurt yourself and pull too hard. Okay. So it should, your body and your neck should feel like how it feels when you put tension on a rubber band. And it's so tense. And then you relax it and it goes back. And then do like 3 counts on each side. One more. Take your hands and put it on the occipital bone in the back. The big, where your head connects to the neck. The big bones. Inhale. And you're going to press your head back while using gentle force to press forward at the same time. And we're pushing into a stretch. Inhale, exhale. You could be feeling that like all the way down your spine, in between. Okay, one more thing. So this is actually Egoscue method that I learned in a Tony Robbins seminar, September 11th. Yeah, I was in Hawaii at a beautiful resort when the September 11th attack on the Twin Towers happened. I was in a Tony Robbins meeting. True story. And at that event, that's a story for another time. We're going to need tequila. So, now this is the Egoscue method, and it was like, how you guys don't even like waste time watching me. Go to Egoscue, I think it's egoscuemethod.com, EGOSCUE, Egoscue method. Just Google that. So shoulders back, elbows out, like, see how that's flat? Putting my hands, knife hand, on the back of the head, and now do your elbows together. So you kind of want to press a little bit on the head, and now press your elbows together. Eyes up. Try to do like 5. Oh, did you see how the tension? My elbows were coming up. You want them straight across. So let's be mindful. This is all about form, and this Egoscue method will help alleviate tension between the shoulder blades on your spine. Do like 3 sets of 10. Crazy, huh? And you should start feeling some relaxation. So here's a funny thing, and I actually can feel it worked a little bit in the front. All of this clavicle muscle is like bodybuilder, and I'm not a bodybuilder. Just stressed. Okay, long story short. Oh, and I gained so much weight. Oh well, that's life. Long story short, I just wanted to share some helpful tips for you. And my second helpful tip, our Tuesday tips are celery. Do you remember how, oh, this leg's falling asleep. Do you remember how, like, when I smell celery, I smell celery salt, and it makes me think of a Bloody Mary. And I watched a really funny Bloody Mary video on the Facebooks. Okay, here's my point. So you're going to do your stretching methods just to help this tension, because as much as you want to pop a pill and be like, ibuprofen, pain be gone, or maybe you even have something stronger than that, you're like, pain be gone. It's just a mask and a band-aid for what's really happening in the body. So I just encourage you to drink water, plain water, maybe lemon water. Drink water. And then this is Dr. Murad, and it's eat your hydration, your watermelons, your celery, and your lettuce. Specifically, the iceberg lettuce has more water content than like green leaf. But the point is, eat your hydration, because you want to hydrate at a cellular level. So why I picked the celery is, in general, you guys, I like celery. Like, seriously, I just like it. But the other reason why was because if you've ever bought celery just like this, and you were getting it for a lot of Thanksgiving recipes, use a lot of celery. Whether it's for your stuffing, your dressing, for crudité trays, for making a bone broth to the base of your gravy. Celery has a lot of uses. I am going to guess, without a shadow of a doubt, some point in your life, even if you're just a wee bairn and you're watching this video, there is probably some celery got purchased in the first or second week of November, and then some of it was used for Thanksgiving recipes, and then Thanksgiving came and went, and weeks later, as you're starting to prep for your Christmas dinner, that same celery was still in there. Celery has an amazing refrigerator life. Even if you get the organic stuff, I've got organic right here, and it has a long life, and there is a way to extend it. So 2 thoughts, and this is for my homeschooling moms. This is where it's cut. If you cut off the celery butt and then put that in a thing of water, it will grow back. You can get 1 head of celery. I don't know, I think you call it a bunch or a head. You can get this to regrow the inside. So like this part, it'll start to regrow in here from the center part. So for homeschoolers right now, as you're pressing through your distance learning, this is a fun thing to do for like your science class or biology class, or you got little ones at home and you're like, look, we're going to do this fun experiment. You can do it with lettuce. It works also really well with romaine lettuce. Just cut off that much. And this bum part right here, like that's a really good part. And then put it in water. I like to score this, not make deep slices, just with the knife go shoop, shoop, score it, and then put it in that water, and that'll grow. And then you can eat this part. And then this part also, if you put it in water, or that is not an ad for Taco Bell. Sorry, it's my son's cup. If you store your celery in water, it will last longer. And if that is not part of what fits in your refrigerator, you can also just get wet paper towels and then lay it down like on a tray, Tupperware, whatever have you. These two trips, these two, it's so odd to not be able to edit. I am still just believing. I have not received the payment yet. I have had tremendous difficulty applying for any type of SBA.gov, that whole PPP, Paycheck Protection Plan. Lion's Rest is hot at work, and then Quarantine Life shut all that down, and everything I was working on got canceled. All the small businesses that I did social media for canceled. So I wanted to apply for the Paycheck Protection Plan. Don't say that while drinking. And I still have yet to complete an application with Chase Bank, who is where my business account is at. Hackers, don't come at me. Long story short, and then all these other, the EIDL, stimulus, whatever. I haven't got any of that yet. And I don't know where I was going with that. But I guess my point was, if you need to make this go a little bit further, you can. And I better just wrap up. This got long. I just wanted to help. So my Tuesday tips are stretch and stretch, because you're worth it. And you got to keep this to be ready in season and out. Wink, wink. And then eat your hydration, because this is a really good one to have in the house, because it's a great snack, raw. That way you're getting hydration as well as fiber. And it's just delicious. And maybe I will just make some Bloody Marys. Whew. Okay, you guys. It's just a fresh take on the old Makeup University, and I hope this helped you. Remember to look up Egoscue Method, and he's the champ. That is who Tony Robbins uses for his health and stretching. So if it's working for Tony, and I've been using it for years, and it helps, I just know that I'm really inconsistent with doing it. Okay, you guys, this was just Grip It and Rip It. Thank you for your great grace. Hey, everybody. Oh, double thank you before I go. Double thank you for those new subscribers. I am still, oh, that was my point about bitching, just flat out bitching about I haven't got that free money yet, was that I really need to buy a new computer. I strongly encourage all of you, do not buy the MSI. I had an MSI gaming laptop because it had the RAM and video card that would run DaVinci Resolve editing software. And it just, I've had problems from the get-go. So I think I'm going to get the Dell 9800. I'm not a Mac person. Don't come at me with that. I just need to replace my laptop. I have been working on my phone and this iPad, which I'm so grateful for. So I guess the long story short is I don't mean to complain about not getting the free money yet, that stimulus payment. I did see that somebody mistakenly received $8 million. I know he probably has to give that back. He was supposed to get $1,700. That doesn't really cover a new laptop, but it could definitely help. Long story short, this got long. Okay, you guys, wherever you're at, take care of yourself. Stay ready in season and out, because you never know. If this lifted, you woke up tomorrow morning, poured your cup of coffee, and opened up Twitter. I think Twitter is the best source of news right now, by the way. Not even paid to say that. Yeah. If this all lifted tomorrow, you want to be ready to put on your boots and go to work. and get busy. So that's why I encourage you in this quarantine time, especially as I feel like we're on the end of it. I really feel like we're on the end of it. So ramp up your efforts to make this ready. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for subscribing. I have noticed that there's been more, I've really been trying to just get the channel to 5,000. I don't know why 5,000. Just like, it was like a benchmark. Like, oh, if I could just get to 5,000. I don't even know what that means. But for anybody who has subscribed, thank you for joining Makeup University. We are a positive, encouraging channel here. And we're struggling to work with the technology that we have access to. This is long. It's time for lunch. Bye, everybody. I'm Sherilyn. This is Makeup University. And remember, you look really gorgeous today.